Hello YouTube, it is Chris here, and in today's episode we're going to be doing a full test and review on the Iunio all-in-one survival axe. If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our new episodes or our daily giveaways. And make sure you smash that notification button so you don't miss anything. Also, we have a new round of our Iunio Survival Axe Gear giveaway, and to enter you must be a subscriber and share this video using the YouTube tools in the watch page below. We pick winners in the very next episode, so if you enter on this particular giveaway, you'll find out who the winner is on the very next episode. Now, for those of you who follow my channel regularly, you know we love axes and taking them outdoors and just whacking, because recently we discovered the beauty of the Woodsman's Trifecta, which in my opinion is a really good survival knife, a folding or a bow saw of some sort, and an axe. And that tended to be the most efficient hand tool method for in a camping outdoor survival situation, processing wood, anything like that. Willingness to come through and do some experimentation with things like this and different other tools just really opened up, considering the fact that we didn't really put a lot of stock into axes until, well, the light kind of came on. And for those of you, for reference, there's a few hatchets and axes we like. We like the SEX2 from Schrade. We've checked out a bunch of different ones from Holtzbrook. They're probably my favorite, I would say, gold standard axes for dedicated axes. And then for the all-in-one survival tool systems like the Off-Grid Tool Survival Axe Elite, which is the new and improved version, and this one from Iunio really caught our attention. Now, if the name of the company, Iunio, actually sounds familiar to you, that should ring a bell because of the 20-in-1 survival shovel that we reviewed about 2 months ago. And that particular shovel, as a dedicated shovel, was actually a really good shovel. Additionally, it had a lot of cool tools attached to it. And this particular axe, its price point. Now, the shovel we tested was like 69 bucks, but given the overall versatility and usefulness of it, I still felt the price point was 100% there. However, with this axe, what makes this axe even worth it, just as an axe, if you don't use it for anything else, is its price point. Like I said, this thing only comes in at $29.99. It still has the same hefty, rugged build as came in from the survival shovel. I had no issues with it whatsoever. We're going to be overlaying a bunch of footage, but it's the overall functionality and the hidden stuff inside the handle that went Inspector Gadgets on us again, and we're going to take that apart and show you what's up. So this is what the axe looks like when there is no grip tape on it. It is knurled, very grippy, but I'm not gonna lie, it would get uncomfortable pretty quick, and if it was in cold conditions, it wouldn't be very nice. So they actually give you a digital camo grip tape to put on there, and that makes it extremely comfortable. And this is actually one of the axes. This is the axe we're actually gonna be giving away. But as we go through, we have the axe head and the hammerhead, both of which do a very good job. So if you got a hammer and nails and anything like tent stakes, this will get the job done. Now, one of my biggest concerns right off the bat was, well, this thing unscrews, so what happens if I'm hacking or chopping or hammering and this thing decides to rotate and turn and open up on me? And that was a concern, but as we were taking things and screwing them on and screwing them off, we were noticing they were very tight and very rigid and very smooth in their threading, and that was very reassuring when we went to take this out and actually start using it. Now, given the overall profile of the axe head, this is going to be a cutter and a slicer to actually do some chopping. This is not something that I would definitely go out and do a lot of baconing with. It could be done, but it won't be as good because it's just over 1/4 of an inch. However, the head of that axe, because of the hammerhead that's put on the end, does give it enough weight to get a lot of good clean cuts in. And the next tool that's hidden within is the survival knife that has the bottle opener on there. It's plagued by the same problems as the shovel. People always put bottle openers on survival tools, and I don't freaking get it. I don't see myself cracking open a freaking beer and a Bud Light when I'm in a survival situation, though I'd probably want to in that particular situation. I'm not carrying around a 6-pack. However, when we used the knife, it was still really sharp, had a really sharp spine on it, did work really well in our light duty tasks because it is a short little 3-inch blade. I wouldn't put it through a lot of hard use. But like I said, given that price point that I just spoke about earlier, with it having an axe, a usable hammer, and a decent solid light duty knife, for 30 bucks, it's already worth it. At the bottom, we have the compass, and it does actually work. It's not gonna be as high quality as a kerosene-filled compass from Japan, but it is adequate and it does work. Unscrewing to the bottom portion of this particular axe system, we've got the ferro rod right here that we did use to start a fire. It actually is a nice soft mesh metal type ferro rod, and we used it in conjunction with the knife right here. We found a sharp spot where the bottle opener was, and it actually blows out a lot of sparks really well. Attached to that ferro rod, if you just do some light unthreading, is the survival whistle, and is actually incredibly loud. And like I said, this overall system, for this stuff coming from China, being really, really budget friendly, I don't have high expectations for this stuff, but I gotta say, when I took it out in the field and used it, this particular company kind of just freaking surprised me. And the last and final surprise is down in here near where the compass is kind of like a glass breaker of sorts. But when we actually used this, we connected the whole system and used this to actually break up and smash some rocks, and it did really well in that particular cask. Use this to try to go and do any flint napping or anything to make any broadheads, but I mean, if you're highly skilled, maybe get away with it, but I'm sure you'd already have the tools with you. All the tools that they have here and have available, that every single one of them works. We didn't have any issues with any of the pieces coming loose or dislodging or rotating on us. And like I said, the overall price point of this freaking axe, it's pretty impressive. And like I said, my main concern was the functionality of the axe head, because usually when they start going, oh, it's a 70,001 multi survival axe, they usually totally screw over the axe head and don't make it sharp. And even after delimbing and doing a bunch of different tasks with it, the axe head is still really, really, really sharp and very, very usable. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, I have no idea what steel they use. I have no clue whatsoever. However, after taking it out in the field for an entire day, all these items don't have any edge damage, they don't have any blade rolling, they're still sharp and they still work. So I'm assuming if they're using any proprietary Chinese steels, I'm hoping they're using something like 8CR13 MOV, which is a very similar steel you'd find on companies like Schrade. And all in all, the assembly of the tools come together really well. Like I said, the thread works really, really well in connecting. Takes no time at all, and those O-rings keep everything sealed up, keeps water from getting in there and damaging or rusting or corroding any of the tools you've got. And like I said, I was completely shocked at the overall usefulness that this particular tool provided. So Chris, what are you trying to say? You telling me I should take all my axes, my Husqvarnas and all my Grand Force Brook axes and throw them away? Yeah, duh. No, I'm just kidding. No, absolutely not. But for those people who are on a very tight budget, who want to have an emergency tool they can keep in their truck bed, their toolbox, their glove box, or having a backpack as a backup emergency tool, this thing is freaking, it works, man. It does a really freaking good job. And the overall weight of this is pretty hefty. It's all steel construction. It's a pretty heavy axe. But with that said, I think that lends itself, considering it's a very thin, lightweight head, helps you still drive in and get a lot of good clean cuts during chopping. So in conclusion, like I said before, this is actually my personal Iunio axe that I bought myself on Amazon. And this one isn't gonna be my main axe. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be very straightforward with you. Where this is going is in the trunk of my car. It's not being there to be stashed and stowed away. Is if I catch myself where we're going out somewhere and we're not fully prepared, I have backup tool that will work and give me some versatility for emergency signaling, navigation, fire starting, a backup knife, an axe, and a hammer, which are all extremely useful survival tools that I can have on the fly if in case I find myself in a situation where I don't have massive amounts of gear in my vehicle or on my person. The winner of yesterday's Amazon gift card giveaway is Randy Curtis. Congratulations, Randy Curtis. You are the winner, so definitely go to the back of our channel so we can get your contact details. And with that said, we have, like I said, we have the giveaway going on for an Iunio survival axe. So if you want to do that, definitely make sure you are subscribed, you share the video, you like, you comment, you do all that awesome stuff, get the word out, and tell everybody this is the channel where you want to be. But that's just the best for now, and if you enjoyed the full test and review of the Iunio survival all-in-one survival axe, definitely give this video a big thumbs up and share this out with your friends and family in your social media networks so we can keep growing, thriving, and making awesome videos for you guys. But that's just about it for now. Hope you guys have an absolute wonderful day. I'm out.